So we did lots of work on looking at what we liked and how we were different. Now, today I want to explore how the characters were different. What was the same about them and what things did they share, but how were they different? So let's have a look at our sequence. How about you tell me what this first procedure is? Have a look at it. Tell me something you notice about it. Anything you notice? Just hands down, I'll just pick people and we'll do wait time, okay? Give him wait time, that's excellent. You're so good at this, Sixo. Is there anything you notice about it?
It has the word character on it.
It has the word characters on it. Fantastic. Or character, yeah? So that means that we're going to write the characters in this column here. Does it matter whether you work across or down?
No.
Does it matter if you go there and then do that one? Okay, as long as you know which character's which, you can fill in the boxes in the order that you like. Okay, what are we going to do with this one? Zoe, tell me what that is.
Venn diagram.
And what do you have to do with the Venn diagram?
You have to put one character in one circle and the other in the other, and the middle is the same.
And the middle is the same, great. And then after that, you have to make another decision. Which one are you going to go with after that and do what's that?
Character profile.
A character profile. All 4 characters will be on there. Then you'll choose 2 to look at more closely, and then from that you'll choose 1 for your character profile on the back.
I can't see. I'm doing the characters. I'm doing... S-P-A-M-I-S. S-P-A-M. That's a U.
M-U, M-U, yeah? Yes, and what's the last 2 letters? What are these 2?
I see.
Yep.
Finish the activity. It's not activity. I got an idea to do. That's so funny. That's the problem. I can always get mixed up. How do we get cut out there?
Okay, I was talking to Jess before about our hats that make us think in different ways about what we've been doing. And Jess, you'd like to have a look at green hat today, is that right? Okay, let's take it off. How might I do this differently? And I said to Jess, you've just done it. Would you change anything that you've just done? And what was your reply, Jess?
I changed the computer for the character profile instead of doing all the same things a little bit darker.
Emma, I'm going to ask you this one. I noticed that in this classroom we've got a decision post over there. And I think that you people in here make lots of different decisions about your work, and I want you to talk about some of the decisions that you make.
When someone's talking to you and you can't get your work done, just move somewhere else.
Okay, so you just... Sorry, go ahead.
So where should I sit? Where should I sit and who should I sit next to?
And why are they important decisions to make?
If someone's talking too much to you and asking too much questions, you've got to answer them all back, and it might be pack up time or home time.
Emma, what's another decision you make?
What resources do I need?
Oh, what resources do I need? Tell me about that. Explain what that means.
What do I need to do? What do I need to use for my paper?
So Mrs. Osler doesn't tell you that, what you need to use?
No, we just figure out what we need.
How did you decide how you were going to draw it? What were some of the decisions that you made when you were doing that yesterday? Because it was one tiny little bit of paper and a pretty big group that had to draw it. Can you see how he's checking? Well done. I like the way you checked, and well done everyone. That was the best wait time, because if someone had have called out, there it is, we wouldn't have given him a chance to think about that. So fantastic. How are you going, Dane? Have you finished your break? And what did you think about? How did you know that you needed a break?
Just thinking.
Is it you just needed some thinking time? And is that all you were thinking about, how to spell a word?
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you decide after you'd done your thinking? What did you do then?
Got to to work.
Yeah, got back to work, didn't you? Well done.
Joe, well, I'm interested in when you were thinking about this lesson and planning it, what was important for you in what you wanted to get out of it in terms of, what the kids would do, what the kids would learn, what mattered for you?
Okay, there's a few different areas, but the first one is the content. We wanted to revisit what we did at the start of the year, and that was celebrating diversity. So I wanted to look again at how people are different and see how they've changed their views about that compared to the start of the year. And the second part is that using the procedures independently and building up those sequences so that they're using more and more procedures on their own.
Okay. And why? I mean, I noticed you focused on this independent use of the procedures. Why is that important to you? That, for instance, you don't tell them when to move from one to another, and you give all the directions at the start.
What it's done is cut down on the amount of time students need me for those sorts of decisions that students do. Or questions they ask, like when do I move on, or have I finished, is this what you want? So they don't come to me for those things, so I'm really freed up then to support those students that might really need me to help them.
How did you come to select the procedures that you use today? What was you thinking in, well, I'll choose this one and this one?
Our focus, as I said, was to look at how people are different, so we were focusing on the characters out of the story and how they were different and how they were similar to, I suppose. So we needed something that helped them to take the information out of the story in a way that they would be able to reuse it. So the information grid allowed them to collect different information on all of the characters, so that had to be first. And then doing that, they were starting to make decisions about which was their favourite characters and which maybe they knew more about or could identify with. And that's what they selected the next two for a Venn diagram. From then, they had to use that after comparing two to do one as their final one. And then we will be getting them to present their character and tell us what they've learned about their character. And
let me just pull you back to this issue of diversity that you wanted to bring out. How do you see that coming out from this?
Well, we always connect it back to their real life, so then we want to explore them and how they're different again with each other, which is what we did at the start of the year. But we found that they didn't have much to say because they'd never really thought about how people are different.